Yes, welcome. The topic is about production of planes on the subject engineering graphics applicable for students studying BTech first year in English. Consider the given question is about Pentagonal Lamina. Please read the question. A Pentagonal Lamina of side 25 mm rest on HP on one of its sides inclined at 45 degree to VP. The surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Draw its projections. Draw its projections means you have to draw final front view and final top view. For the given question is about Pentagonal Lamina. Consider this is as a Pentagonal Lamina having 5 sides or 5 edges. AB is one of the side or edge. Similarly, BC, CD, DE and EA. It also has 5 corners marked as A, B, C, D, E. Okay. What is the size of the lamina is given in the question is given a side as 25 mm. All the sides are equal in size. It's called as a regular pentagonal lamina. We assume it. All the sides are equal in size of 25 mm. Rest on HP. Rest on HP means horizontal plane. Similarly, VP means vertical plane. Okay. So in the question, the pentagonal lamina of side 25 mm rest on HP. Assume the pentagonal lamina rest on HP like this. This is a horizontal plane, shortly called as HP, and this is vertical plane, shortly called as VP. Okay. Assume the object is placed on the horizontal plane itself. So I tilted to show this position. So this extreme left. This extreme left should have this edge AE. I assume the resting edge to be AE. Later I will tell you what is the resting edge. So that the right extreme corner will be C. So when I assume the pentagon placed like this, you will not get confused and it is easy to understand the concept. Okay. So this vertical edge, I consider is AE is one of the edge. In the second step, I am going to tilt this object called as pentagonal lamina 10, 20, 30 like this angle. This rose color portion is the tilt like this. The contact on the horizontal plane will be AE is one of the side, resting side. Okay. So this will be considered as a step 2 diagram, top view, front view. So when I leave this pentagon as it is, this forms a simple position. Okay. You should not irregularly turn like this and draw. Okay. The resting side should be perpendicular to VP or perpendicular to the XY line. So after tracing all the sides or under the corners, so I consider AE as the resting side or the resting edge. Okay. So this line is perpendicular to the XY line. XY line is the joint shown green in color. This will have 90 degree. So okay, the view obtained is called as a top view. Top view will have a true shape, whatever the size given in the question. This is of side 25 mm. All the sides are equal in size. Okay. The first we have to draw the XY line. Above the XY line will be the front view that I will tell you later. The below the XY line is the top view. So that we are going to draw it on the drawing sheet. Is called the step 1 diagram. Okay. First you have to draw one vertical line that is a perpendicular to XY. This shall be drawn by using 2H pencil, lighter line. Here I use a different color shown green in color. Okay. It's a 2H pencil line for reference. So what is the size of the lamina given? 25 mm, that is a 2.5 centimeter. Somewhere below this XY line, mark a distance of 25 mm, that is a 2.5 centimeter. So put dots. Okay. So this is 25 mm. This shall be drawn by using, this part alone shall be drawn by using HB pencil or H pencil, appears to be dark. Okay. Next, take your protractor. So turn your protractor. Considering this end point as reference, this will be the center of your protractor, baseline, base point, or this plus mark. Okay, that should coincide with this vertical line end, and measure an angle of what is the angle? The total angle in the circle is 360 degree. Okay. Pentagon will have 5 sides. So you will get a 72 degree. So each angle will have 72 degree. Read like this 0, 10, 20, 40, 50, 72. 7 plus 2 small divisions. We'll get 72 degree. Join it by freehand scale. Okay. So side is given as 25 mm. So every time you take 25 mm, 2.5 centimeter from this end point. Okay. Mark a distance of, put a point. Extra length, if it is same, means you can erase it. Next, again 72 degree. Later you have to take for 5 times, okay, to complete the pentagon. Or this shall be drawn by using template also. That I will tell you later, okay, how to use template. So that you can draw ready-madely of pentagon. So turn your pen, what is called as protector, keep like this. Mark an angle of 72 degree. Read like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 72. Put a point. Connect the marked points using freehand scale. So this cell will also have 22 mm. Every time you have to take a fresh measurement. 25 mm, 25 mm. That is 2.5 centimeter. So next step is to turn your protector like this. Okay. With this end point as a reference, mark an angle of 72 degree. 0, 10, 20, 72. Put a point. Connect the marked point using freehand scale or join the end points and the marked point. Okay. This cell also will have 25 mm, 2.5 centimeter. Finally, you can join these end points so that you will get a pentagon of side 25 mm. Okay. This procedure using protector. The same shall be explained or by using template also. You can draw ready-madely of size 25 mm available in the template. So this is XY line called a reference line. This is a line perpendicular, drawn perpendicular to XY below the XY line. And we are going to use a template. Ready-madely we can draw pentagon. Center part will be pentagon. This is the hexagon part. This is square part and this is protector part given in your template. The center part will be the pentagon. You can draw pentagon ready-madely using this part. Is given as with various sizes from 10 mm, 15 mm, 20 mm, 25, 30, 35, 40 up to 40 mm regular pentagon. Regular means all sides will be equal. Pentagon shall be drawn using this template called engineering template. Now, for consider, I am going to draw a pentagon at here below the XY line of size consider 30 mm. Okay, so you for that the 30 mm side of your pentagon is traced. This is of 30 mm side. Okay, that you are going to trace it and draw it on the diagram drawing sheet ready-madely. Okay, for that any one side of your pentagon, consider I choose this is a 30 mm side. Okay, turn your template so that it is 30 mm side and this vertical line coincides. If you keep like this, you cannot, it won't coincide. You have to adjust or turn the template. Okay, so the 30 mm line, 30 mm side of your pentagon must coincide with the vertical line drawn below the XY line in one side. Okay, and you count in which hole it comes, leaving the center of your pentagon. This center hole you leave it. From the corner you measure, count the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth hole is a 30 mm side pentagon. Okay, so locate all the fifth hole in the center part of this pentagon. Count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot using pencil. Similarly, fifth hole from leaving the center: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remove the template. If you join all the marked points using freehand scale, connect all the marked points using freehand scale, you will get a pentagon ready-madely of size 30 mm. Okay, next this view is called as a top view. So earlier the object was placed like this. Okay, looking from the top, you can see the full size of the pentagon. The view obtained is called as top view, that comes below the XY line. So on the drawing sheet, I drawn below the XY line. This is step 1 diagram. Okay, So now I'm going to draw front view for this given object for the simple position. So this is the earlier position of the given object called Pentagonal Lamina. This is the direction of the front view. So looking in this direction, the observer can see the extreme. Okay, the end corner will be C. It is extreme right corner. Extreme left corner will be A. Okay. So as the object is placed like this, so looking in this front view direction, observer can see only a line merged with the green color, what is called as XY line. So I'll adjust the camera so that you can see it in the video. So what I want to say is this green color and this thickness of this HP will be merging in two dimension. I am saying, okay, in two dimension through the 2D view. So you can see extreme left corner is A and extreme right corner is C. Okay, only a single line you can see of the thickness of the lamina. Thickness of the lamina is negligible. Here I use a chart paper. Okay, so this extreme right corner is C, extreme right left corner is A. You can see only a line merged with the XY line. Okay, and also you have to know that this point C, as the plane lies on HP itself, consider the spherical as a point C. This is the point C, is projected. It goes like a ray, okay, and touches the XY line itself as the object rests on HP. Okay. Similarly, the extreme left point is A. A and E lies on same projection line as the edge assumed side is vertical or perpendicular to the XY line also. Okay. A and E lies on the same projection line. Okay. Merges is projected. A and E merges and it is projected on this XY line itself. This point is marked as A dash. Similarly, B is projected. B, if it goes like a ray, it also merges with the point D in pentagon. Okay, and it is projected on the XY line itself. It's marked as B dash. Merged point with the B dash will be D dash. Similarly, merged point with the A will be E. That you have to put in bracket. The merged points are put in bracket. Letter with a dash called as front view points. Similarly, the point C is projected on the XY line itself. It's marked as a C dash. Okay. So that I have shown by using projection line. Here I use green color. Okay. This A and E merges. Similarly, B and D also merges for this position of the pentagon, as it is lying on the same vertical line. Okay, this merged point will be with B is D dash. Similarly, with A is E dash. Similarly, C is C dash. Okay, the view obtained is called as a front view. It will be a single line merged with the XY line itself. So take a 2H pencil. Before that, let me give name to the points obtained or the corners. This is corner called A. Similarly, go in sequence. A, B, C, D, and this is E. Okay. So take 2H pencil and take your vertical scale of a drafter. Draw projection line from or projector from point C. From B, you draw a vertical projector. It also merges with the point D. Okay. Similarly, from point C, draw a vertical projector using 2H pencil called a lighter line. Okay. So the points are marked. This point is looking in this direction. A is the first point. Merged with A will be E dash. So A dash, E dash is put in bracket. Okay. Similarly, this point should be marked as D dash. Merged with B dash will be D dash. This is the end point called C dash. So next you have to join this A dash and C dash. It will be a single line. Will be merged with the XY line itself. This shall be drawn by using HB pencil. Appears to be done. HB or H. This object line or the view. Okay. This A dash C dash line is called as the front view. Is drawn as considered as a second diagram. Okay. This is first diagram called the top view. Okay. There are two angles given in the question. One is 45 degree, another one is 30 degree. So you have to follow the steps for completing the final projections. The steps to be followed. So among these two angles, We have to consider surface inclination first. Consider surface inclination. Among the two angles, surface inclination is considered first. It's given as a 30 degree. Second step, you have to consider other inclination or other angle. This is common for all the questions in the projection of planes. Okay, first you have to consider surface inclination, then you go for other inclination. Okay, it is given in the second statement of the question. The surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So earlier the object called the Pentagonal Lamina is placed like this. So I consider this AE as a resting side. Okay, rest on HP on one of its sides. I consider AE as a resting side. So that I will explain. The plane is rest on HP. Whole area lies on HP. Okay. Now the surface, the entire area is called as surface. Is inclined at the surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So I have to tilt this lamina or turn this lamina like this. 10, 20 lies on HP is considered as 0 degree. So I have to tilt this 0, 10, 20, 30. 0, 10, 20, 30. Okay. So this is a 30 degree inclination. This angle is called a surface inclination angle, 30 degree, inclined to HP. As this is horizontal plane, AE is the side rest on HP. Rest means it touches the HP. Okay. This you can see only an inclined line like this. So you can see it in the camera. Only you can see an inclined line connecting A and C. This extreme right corner is C. Only you can see an inclined line in the video. So I'll adjust the camera. So you can see one inclined line. That inclined line is called as a surface inclination front view. This is a front view direction. So now I'm going to draw this. This view is called a front view. The same length the front view length will be turned like this. Okay. So that you have to draw it. This will be our third diagram, which I'm going to draw it now. Surface inclination is given as 30 degree. So mark put any point on the XY line somewhere away from these two diagrams. Anyway, this point should be marked. Take your protector. Keep this point as reference and this XY line as baseline. Mark an angle of 30 degree. Read like 0, 10, 20, 30, put a point. So join the marked points using freehand scale. So the length of this inclined line we don't know up to this. Okay. So take your compass. So measure this distance. Take the distance. A dash, C dash distance. The same distance will be tilted and forms a surface inclination front view. Put an arc like this. Okay. Extra length may be erased. This point shall be replaced. This is A suffix 1 dash. This point is the point. This is C dash. So you will give a different letter. C suffix 1 dash. C dash, here it is a C1 dash, C suffix 1 dash. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to mark this B dash where it will come. Take the distance using compass. This point shall be marked as, here it is written as B dash. So B suffix 1 dash, bracketed D suffix 1 dash. This is all, A1 dash is also called as E suffix 1 dash. So what are the points is there that is replaced? This angle is called surface inclination. What is given as 30 degree. This is our third diagram. This line is same as this length. This inclined line called the surface inclination front view. Okay. So now I am going to draw corresponding a top view for this. So looking from the top, the view obtained is called as a top view. Okay. So you can see the reduced pentagon, reduced in size. First diagram will be same as that is called a simple position top view. Simple position top view is our first diagram. Corresponding simple position front view will be one inclined line. Earlier we drawn. Okay. Now in the second step, that is surface is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So I have to tilt like this, 10, 20, 30 like this. So when I tilt this lamina, the entire area is called as a surface. So after tilting, the view obtained is called as a top view. Looking from the top, the view obtained is called as a top view. Consider the spherical. Consider the spherical as a point A. A is already having contact on the horizontal plane. Okay, similarly E is having contact on the horizontal plane. B, consider this is point B, spherical, is projected on the horizontal plane, is marked as B suffix 1. Similarly, D is projected on the horizontal plane, is marked as C suffix 1. Similarly, D is projected on the horizontal plane, marked as D suffix 1. The view obtained is called as a top view, looking in this top direction. So when you join all those points, the view obtained is called as a surface inclination top view. Joining A suffix 1, B suffix 1, C suffix 1, D suffix 1, E suffix 1, shown red in color, is called surface inclination top view. Will be smaller in size. Will be smaller in size. Okay, that I want to show in this video. When I place a pentagon as it is, this forms a simple portion. That is the first diagram. Will be full shape, shown black in color. A, B, C, D, E. Surface is that a simple portion top view. Surface inclination top view is shown red in color. That is a diminished pentagon. Is shown red in color. A suffix 1, B suffix 1, C suffix 1, D suffix 1, E suffix 1. Is our fourth diagram drawn on the marker board. Okay. Corresponding front view, surface inclination front view will be one inclined line. That will be our third diagram completed. Okay, thanks. Okay, from A suffix 1 dash draw a vertical projector using 2H pencil. It's a projection line or projector. Okay, similarly, this is a previous A. So draw horizontal projector from A. This two projection line where it intersects is marked as A means A1 dash vertical projector. From previous top view, A horizontal projector, both intersects are here. This point shall be marked as A suffix 1. Dash will not come for top view points. Okay. Front view points will have letters with dash. Okay. Similarly, next A, after A is B. From B, draw horizontal projector using 2H pencil. This is B. Draw vertical. Both intersects at a point. It shall be marked as B suffix 1. Similarly, for C, draw horizontal projector and vertical projector. Both C intersects at this point shall be marked as C suffix 1. Next, from D, horizontal projector or projection line. This B1 dash is also called as D1 dash. So this point shall be marked as D suffix 1. Next to D is E. Draw horizontal projector from E. From E, vertical projector. Both intersects at here shall be marked as B suffix, what is called as E suffix 1. So then and there you mark the letters so that you will not get confused. This is E suffix 1. So join all the marked points using your freehand scale and HB pencil or H pencil, as this is to be object line starting from A. Join A1, B1 in sequence. A1, B1, C1, C1 with D1, D1 with E1, E1 with A1. Okay, so this pentagon will have reduced size compared to the previous top view. Okay, as it is inclined to HP. So as the angle of inclination increases somewhat 45 degree means you will get diminished pentagon. Okay, as it is inclined to HP. Okay, so next you have to consider other inclination as the sequence to be followed as I told you earlier. After surface inclination, you have to consider other inclination. So look on to this question, go through the question. Does rest on HP on one of its sides inclined at 45 degree to VP? Okay, earlier the object was placed like this, rest on HP. Okay, then surface inclination I made like this. So now the resting side, you consider this diagram. You can understand from this diagram itself. This is a side I consider resting side, AE. Is how it is in this diagram is perpendicular to the XY line. Perpendicular means 90 degree. But what is the condition given in the question is to have sides inclined at, this is I consider AE as a resting side when I make surface inclination, is to be turned for 45 degree. You have to turn like this. So inclined to VP. Inclined to VP means that angle will always come below the XY line. As the straight line concept, you have to refer previous video as the position of straight line. Basic introduction video you have to see. The sides is inclined at 45 degree to VP. I consider AE as a resting side. Okay, here it is 90 degree with the XY line. So make this as 45 degree. 45 degree will be less than 90. Okay, so mark any point on the XY line. Let I mark it at here. Okay, take your protractor. Turn your protractor. Keep this marked point as reference. Mark an angle of 45 degree. Keep like this. Write like 0, 10, 20, 30, 45, put a point. So join the marked points using freehand scale. Using a 2H pencil, as is a reference, like a reference line. So take your compass. So let me erase this portion I have written on the board. Okay. So what I want to say is, now I'm going to copy paste this top view. Instead of this being vertical with the XY line, this side AE, this is A, this is E. Okay. Now I'm going to copy paste like this. Inclined at an angle of 45 degree to the VP. VP inclined means that angle will always comes below the XY line. It's a straight line concept. Because AE is side. Side means edge. Edge means it's basically a line. AE is side or edge or basically it's a line. Okay. So it's to be inclined at 45 degree to VP. VP inclined means that will always comes below the XY line only. Okay. Mark any point below on this below the XY line, anywhere on this inclined line, somewhat below. Let me mark it here. Anywhere you can put this marked point. Take the distance using compass. Take AE distance in your compass. With this marked point as reference, cut a arc on this inclined line. Okay, so that this point is replaced as A suffix 1. I have written it here. It will be written as A suffix 2. So this distance is the distance. So this point will be E suffix 2. So similarly, you have to copy paste the other points. Take the distance A, B1, A1, B1. Okay. AB distance is taken as a compass with A as reference. Same as here, this is a A point. Okay. Draw an arc like this, somewhat bigger arc. Similarly, take EB1 distance in your compass. Okay. Here is our E. Whatever the point you taken from here, same you copy paste at here. So this both arcs intersects at here. So this arc you have to intersect. Okay. So again I'll repeat, A1, B1 distance is taken as a compass from A. So extend this arc. So both arcs intersect at here. Shall be marked as B, means here it will be B2. Similarly, A1, C1 distance is taken as the compass. Same you going to copy paste. Okay. Next E1, C1. So both arcs intersect at here shall be marked as C2. Next to C is AD. Draw an arc. Similarly, E1, D1 distance is taken as a compass. These arcs intersect at here shall be marked as D2. Next is E. Already we have marked. Okay. So join all those points by freehand scale. Starting from A. By HB or H pencil appears to be dark. Join A to B2. B2 with C2. C2 with D2. D2 with E2. E2 with A2. So you can see what you observe from this diagram is the same shape. The same shape will be at here. Same shape and same size. Only thing is the orientation changes. Instead of this AE being vertical or perpendicular or 90 degree with the XY line, here it is inclined. This line is being inclined to 45 degrees. So the whole image is, diagram is also inclined. The same shape, same size is copy pasted at here. This is our fifth diagram. Third diagram, fourth diagram, surface inclination top view, then final top view. This top view will always comes below the XY line as per first angle projection method. This is our fifth diagram. Then you have to draw final front view. Front view will always comes below the XY line. Okay. So you have to use a drafter scale to get correct answer, or can save the time also. Instead of going inclined, the diagram will be erect. So take a 2H pencil from A suffix 2. Using the vertical scale of a drafter, from A suffix 2, draw a vertical projector where it intersects with previous front view. This is A. Both A intersects at here shall be marked as. Then and there you give name to the points obtained. Okay, so that you will not get confused. This is A suffix 2 dash will come. Okay. Next to A is B. From B, draw a vertical projector. So previous front view B is at here. Draw horizontal projector using longer scale of a drafter. So both these B merges or intersects at here. Shall be marked as B suffix 2 means B suffix 2 dash will come. Dash will come for front view points. So next point is C. Don't jump the points, go in sequence. From C you draw vertical projector C2. Then you draw horizontal projector from previous diagram C2 dash, C1 dash. So both C will intersect at here. Okay, this point shall be marked as, this is C2, this is C. This is C2 dash. Okay, next to C is D. D is the same as B1 dash, horizontal projector, vertical projector from D2. So intersects at here shall be marked as D2 dash. Okay, next to D is E. From E draw horizontal projector, vertical projector. Horizontal projector already we drawn. This is point E. E and A are the same points. Okay, this point shall be marked as E suffix 2 dash. So join all those points. The view obtained shall be front view. Final front view is one of the answer. Directly you cannot draw this. You have to go in sequence. Simple question: top view, front view, surface inclination, front view, top view, final top view, and final front view. Okay. So join A2 dash. A2 dash with B2 dash by using a freehand scale and HB or H pencil, as these are the edges. A2, B2, B. So join all those points obtained starting from A2 dash, B2 dash, join A2 dash, B2 dash by using HB or H pencil appears to be dark, as these are the edges. Join with C2 dash, join with D2 dash, D2 dash with E2 dash, go in sequence, E with A, starting point. So this view obtained is called as a final front view. It's our sixth diagram. You have to go in sequence. Directly you cannot draw this. You have to draw surface inclination top view, front view. Surface, what is called a simple portion top view, front view. Surface inclination front view, top view. Final top view and final front view. Okay. Next we will dimension this. Dimensioning carries marks. So the size of the pentagon is given as 25 mm. From A, you draw extension line using longer scale of your drafter. Similarly, from E, draw extension line. Then you draw dimension line using the vertical scale of your drafter parallel to AE. Okay. So put two narrow arrowhead, shade the arrowhead, and you can write the side as 25 mm in terms of millimeter. 25. Okay. So after completing this diagram, you can write draw two guidelines using a longer scale of a drafter, and you can write all dimensions are in mm. Mm means a millimeter is a unit followed. Okay. Again we'll recap this. This is a simple portion, top view, front view. Okay. This is the diagram, top view, front view. Surface inclination will have one inclined line, same as the front view length. That inclined line is, this is that inclined line, corresponding top view. And the side of the resting side, rest on HP on one of its sides is inclined at 45 degree to VP. I consider AE as the resting side. Okay. This is a resting side having contact on the horizontal plane. Instead of being perpendicular, it used to be turned as 90 degree, what is called as, it used to be turned at 45 degree to VP. So you have to assume it tilted like this. So when you look onto this object called Pentagonal Lamina in this direction, the points will be visible, but you cannot see the full irregular. It will be appears like irregular pentagon. It's called the final front view. That front view is shown at here, corresponding top view. Okay. So this completes the final position. Please understand the concept and practice and score better marks in the university examinations. And thanks for listening. Yes.